Well, hey there, everybody. Okay, as you saw, I messed around with LTX Suite and Studio and came up with a little, it's really previs, more of a storyboard, pre-visualization, but a little bit of an animation. And while doing that and posting it, my friend James, who I've done a couple podcasts together with, and he has a book that we'll talk about, he's like, wow, that'd be awesome for Pizza Panda. So we're going to do a little experiment here. So let me bring James in and introduce James. Say hi to everybody and talk to me about your book.
Hey, Tom. Well, thanks for having me. It's great to be doing stuff getting together again. My name's James. Tom and I have known each other for a while. We've done, like Tom said, we did some podcasts and things together. It was a lot of fun. So the reason we're doing this today is just to get a little more exposure for the book that I wrote. It's called Pizza Panda. It's just a fun-loving kids book.
Show them the book.
Oh, so
Sorry,
we have
I interrupt you.
we have Pizza Panda 1, the original here. And then we also have Pizza Panda Makes Good Choices, both available on Amazon.com. Just type in Pizza Panda and make sure you throw the books in there too, because there's some artwork and stuff with pandas eating pizza and stuff like that. You kind of have to dig deep a little bit for the second one, for the Make Good Choices. But writing's always been a passion, and my background is in early childhood education. And the whole concept from the books came from, side note, my love of pizza and my early years of working in the pizza industry. But it was really working with the kids, and we came up with a story about a panda who liked pizza. And then the kids would, I'd have them draw pictures of what they thought this concept could be like. And that really motivated me to okay, we'll do a book about it. And it's progressed over the years, and so hopefully my goal now with your help and people's help is just kind of elevate it a little bit more than where it is now, and just try to get the word out there about Pizza Panda.
Well, I know pre-pandemic you were even going out and doing some reads and everything else. So I'm really, I love your entrepreneurial spirit, your creativity, and of course I love working with you because, like I said in the beginning, we did 2 other podcasts, one working with you and your connections to people with the homeless, and then we tried to connect teachers and parents, and not as many people were interested as we had hoped. But anyway, that's why we moved on to our personal projects. And part of what this all has to do with is you're going to be introducing a new character to your group, I guess, and hopefully we might take this somewhere, and if not, it'd be some fun stuff just to play with.
Absolutely. So when you and I were working, not everyone in your audience might not know, we did some fun TikToks and videos of Panda and stuff when we were promoting the book. And not to backtrack, but pre-pandemic, things are going really well. I was doing a lot of readings at libraries, literacy nights at schools, and even daycares, childcare centers. And then COVID hit, and it affected all of us, and so that cut down a lot, and it kind of fell off a little bit there of actually going out and reading, and that was
well, didn't the school you were working with, they changed everything, so you had to kind of begin again. So that's why you started actually. But that led to your certification with working with troubled children, right?
Yeah, well, I just started that right pre-pandemic, but that led to doing my behavioral therapy that I do now, and working with the ESE, called Exceptional Student Education
program. And I don't want to cut you off, the way we met, and actually funny because we also did a TikTok video, The Pizza Tree, by Mike White, who introduced us because he was so interested in your work with pizza parties, because we have something here in the Central Florida area, and I'm sure it's anywhere that's got a large hotel community, but we have a large community of basically hotel homeless, motel homeless. Actually, they're not living in hotels, they're living in motels. And it's a weird thing we won't get into, but they get into this circular nature to where just having a bed ends up keeping them from being able to move up and out into the world, because sometimes they're earning enough to get that job to stay in that place, but then that makes them so they can't get the benefits that would get them out of that place. So he was throwing pizza parties, and if I remember right, to the point where you were paying for the pizzas. It wasn't like, you know, you made a deal and got well, I think it was Papa John's who you were ended up working a little bit with, but you were actually buying most, if not all, of those pizzas. And even the last one I did with you, it was during pandemic, you paid for what, half of them, right? I mean, it's like 20, 30 pizzas, man. So this wasn't exactly like, hey, let's just go have fun, but you were literally devoting your life and money to that.
Yeah, no, and I'm glad you brought that up, because like we can, as we progress in our conversation, I can get into how more like it's all intertwined with Pizza Panda and doing the outreach stuff. You know, that and that's when we started working together. We had a deal. Papa John's was extremely generous. Don't quote me on the exact prices, but like they said, if we I don't want it to come back on me.
Actually, wasn't it one manager, and it wasn't like the franchise? It was like a manager said, "Hey,
no, it was
and I have promotions that I can do legally." La la la.
Yeah.
So he kind of made that work.
It was one manager, and he was absolutely amazing. We let him know what we were doing. It was actually the hotel that you came with us that time for that pizza party. I told him about our outreach, what we were doing. And it was like, if you buy these many pizzas, the next are like half off. So, you know, we would get like, we would get like 20.
So they didn't give any. You got, you still paid at least half for, wow, dude. Because
I think
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I think for the Christmas party, and we can talk about that later if you want to, which was amazing. It was a Christmas miracle. I think everything they donated, and that was a lot. That was free. They didn't charge us anything for that. But when we did like the pizza parties, and we had I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but we had an ice cream food truck.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, an ice cream truck showed up. Yeah, that's right.
And this was like right in the pandemic. Like this was like, you know, so we had to social distance and only one family at a time. But yeah, no, it's and that's stuff that we worked on before about the outreach. And, you know, we're in Central Florida, and these people that are working very hard to live in these hotels, and it's the fact that they can't get, they're working. I mean, and then you have exceptions too, you know, and that's something that I learned, you know, with you is what, like doing it together. There's people that aren't trying to better themselves.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, you know, that's just like with the vet thing. You know, a lot of times the vets can get a place to stay, but then they have to stop drinking. They have to stop doing drugs. And they're like, well, that's what's helping to kill the pain. So yeah, it's that circular, you can't stay here unless you follow the rules. A lot of the folks that are in that situation, the reason they're in that situation is because they're not good at following the rules of life. So, you know, it's kind of hard to go, okay, well, you stop smoking crack and you can have a bed. Whereas, no, they just do a little fentanyl and that makes them fall asleep. So it don't matter if there's a bed. And it's hard to get out of that loop. So I know that's what runs into the hotel thing as well. And some people are just, I mean, they're kind of happy having somebody come and make the beds once a day, even if it's a situation they hate. I mean, it's very weird. You can settle a lot easier than you can drive yourself to get better.
No, that's really well put. And that's what when I first, you know, just dabbled in it, you know, it was, I want to help everybody, you know, with people, you know, we want to help everyone. And then you find that line, and it's hard to be cynical, you know, and then, but you find people that just want the handout. But then I met people living in the hotels that didn't have the money for first and last month's rent, you know, utilities, but they're working full time, and, you know, they can pay for that hotel room and it's a roof over their heads. You know, like you said, you know, they have beds, and there was one family I met at the Christmas party. It was 7 of them living in one of those rooms at that resort. It was the mom and dad.
Well, and a lot of times if they get to work and their EBS gets cut back. So
yeah,
yeah,
no, and that's what I said from the beginning. It's a vicious circle. You know, they don't have that to put down. Right. They have enough to get the room, and they're making that money, but they don't have that extra income to put that deposit down on something, you know.
And then little Joey gets sick and needs a special medicine that costs way too much.
And then the money they're trying to save. The money they're trying to save for that, you know, life happens. We all know that, you know, there's going to be expenses that we're not.
Exactly. So anyway, that's the rabbit hole, and we could get down that one and start all over again. And, you know, I mean, there's so much we can do, and there's actually some folks that we hope to be working with soon that are working with some vets. And it'd be nice to do something, because I got a weird feeling some of that circle I was talking about, and I'd love to get to talking to your friend at Salt, because I'm wondering, does that rule, can they apply for medical marijuana, which then might help them? And, you know what I'm saying? So is there options that gets them out of that thing? And that's kind of stuff we'll talk about in another show. But the important thing is, and don't you have your little buddy there to help us do this?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So this is the guy that started.
He's not a great promoter. He's charismatic and awesome. Panda. There he is.
He's been around. Panda. He's seen some schools. He's met some kids. I have to say that doing my live readings and shows, Panda brought so much charismatic, you know, being with the kids and stuff and that interaction. And then when you brought up the new friend coming, as Tom and I played around with, as we spoke about with TikToks and little YouTube videos we did for Panda, like pre-pandemic stuff, I had a little dog chew toy that my mother gave me. And it was a little pizza slice with a smiley face on it. And so, which we lovingly named him Slice. And we made some funny videos with him. But now, it's taking a little longer than I thought, but I have a professional puppet maker making a little Slice, and I kind of thought that would be a cool duo, Panda and Slice, and also cool. Incorporate it into books too, because I thought, I mean, the books that I've written have been for, you know, like kindergarten 5 through 10 or whatever, but also maybe even going back to like really young kids, like as a very basic, like Panda Slice, like teaches your letters, like teaches your numbers, you know, just like a cute duo that, you know, resonates with kids. And, you know,
right. I'm not going to get into the fact that he's looking for the perfect pizza while his friend is a slice of pizza.
Yeah, well, that you know, that's I made a TikTok video once.
That's where I kind of understood sloth a little more, but hey, you know what? It's a different world, man.
Well, that's why we can get into later on another episode. I have a backstory of Slice, how he becomes Slice, and it's a silly little story. But
an evil witch switched him.
It's a mad scientist, but he's not. He's only mad. He's only mad because he was stuck in traffic and it was raining, and he walked. I was
going to say he's mad because he's mad, not because he's insane.
He's going to pick up his pizza, but it's raining and he was stuck in traffic. But then he has the gross serum in his pocket and it spills on the.
Oh, jeez! All right, don't spoil it. Make him read it.
No.
All right, so I'm going to add LTX here, and complete experiment. We're going to be doing some stuff that I learned from the quote-unquote master class that I took from them. It was a really talented guy out of Germany. And he basically showed me that you drop the script in like a regular script. And now, again, I've only used this once before, so this is total experiment. So I want you to go along with me here. It's a short film, I guess we'll call it. Well, I don't know. It'd be a custom. Well, yeah, let's call it a short film. We'll add voices. Now, let me go ahead over here. Now, what I did was also he suggested that you put in a synopsis first. And, of course, I cleared all this through James before I did it because if you're talking about a client situation, you always want to clear it before you actually do it because it sucks to do all this work and have somebody go, that wasn't really what I was thinking about. But so after that, though, James, what you'll see I did add in here just for curiosity is I added 2-shot to kind of give it a chance to understand this. All right, so I guess oh no, okay. So okay, I see what it is. So see, if you have like if you've written this script and it's sitting in a PDF or something, I guess that's where you drop that in. So, okay. That's that. No, concept. Okay, so we start with concept. And next. Now see the way I did it, because I've been using InVideo, not NVIDIA, IN video. And what it usually does is it drops food export. You write the script differently, basically. You do it as a narrative voiceover. And I first played with it that way, and it totally didn't come out right. So I went and wrote each cell. Now, after taking that master class, it did this. So now we're going to see. So we'll do it as a short film. Generate more. Let's see what happens when you say generate more. Because and it might be just I haven't gotten there yet. Okay, so it looks like the storyline. So what do you think, James? Pizza Panda and Slice embark on a hilarious journey. I see what they're doing. They're giving us storyline basically from what I said at the beginning.
Cool.
So which out of these three would you like to choose for the storylines? Pizza Panda shares his unexpected origins. It's not really doing that, is it? It's really kind of the first one, isn't it?
I can't read what I.
Oh, you can't read them. Okay, I'll read them to you. I'm sorry, it's too small on your screen.
Yeah.
Well, that tells me that telling the audience would be important as well. Okay, the first option is Pizza Panda's origins. Pizza Panda shares his unexpected origins while exploring the town's greatest pizza treasures with Slice. The second choice is Pizza Panda's quest. Pizza Panda and Slice embark on a hilarious journey to uncover the town's best pizza, revealing secrets along the way. I'm assuming that's what it continues. Now, the one I think that kind of fits it best is Slice of Adventure. Join Pizza Panda and Slice as they uncover the heart of pizza culture, revealing unexpected friendships and something.
I think that sounds awesome.
Okay, well, let's go with that one and then see where it takes us. I'm excited to see if I can drop the characters. Here we go, dropping the characters. Okay.
I just want the audience to know this is mind blowing to me. This is Tom is really good at this.
No.
I'm just scratching. I'm just beginning to learn about this.
Oh, look at that! Look at the choices it already gave us. Damn, that's damn close to the ones that. Dude, should we just go with what's that, Chicago style or whatever in the square?
I can see it a little bit.
You really can't. You can't see that? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, what
I'm getting new glasses this week.
I guess so.
and it's for seeing close on the computer. So that's
well, see, I'm the reverse. I'm nearsighted. I'm awesome. Hands reach past there. But as a camera operator, all I need to see as far as viewfinder. So I've been pushing that off. Anyway.
No, look, it looks pretty cool. I can see Panda and I can see Slice is kind of small, but that
the only difference is Slice looks more animated. He doesn't look a chew toy. And except he's got a square bottom instead of a pointed bottom. Do you mind a square slice instead of a pointed slice?
No, it's totally cool.
Well, I'm wondering if we should go ahead and go with their characters.
Sure.
Well, you know what? Just for curiosity, let's see what happens if I drop in the picture. And, oh, I can only drop in one picture. Oh, I wonder if I'm supposed to highlight the character. It's thinking right now. Cinematic, while we're waiting, cinematic inspiration. Retro, I'd say whimsical. Because here's the choices they give you. Retro, gritty, electric, stylish, noir. Ooh, I don't like the changes. It made it monochromatic. That was weird. That was a picture of Panda that you did for me, so I appreciate that. But it looks like we're fine with the choices. Let's go with what they chose. So cinematic inspiration. Come on, teach.
Oh, just so you know, I made it full screen so I can see it a lot better now.
Oh, well, that helps. Nice. So cinematic inspiration. What do you think?
Cool.
No. What do you think?
No, I think that's a great choice.
What? What choice? I said cinematic inspiration. What do you think? And he said, great. That's
and I thought that was a choice.
No. The ones they have in here for suggestions or what they mean is retro, gritty, electric, stylish, noir. Yeah. So what if I tell you what's the cinematic inspiration? What do you see this as? I guess what I
gotcha. Sorry.
It's okay.
Possibly maybe like a Pixar-ish kind of look, or that kind of animation.
Okay. Let's see. Here's our video choices. You know what? 3D cartoon. Dude.
There we go.
There we go, right there. 3D cartoon. Now it's rethinking. Hey, now you're pointed. Now you're slicing exactly like the slice. All right, moving on. That's sliced exactly the way I visualized it from the chew toy.
Me too.
Okay, so it's generating the breakdown. Okay, so the synopsis. So you can read this, okay?
A little bit. Yep.
No, read it out loud to the people.
All right. Pizza Panda and his quirky sidekick Slice embark on a delightful quest to uncover the best pizza in quaint downtown area. Though playful antics and community connections, they share their adventures cultivating in a pizza making contest that highlights friendship and the joys of pizza, leaving viewers eager for more. Okay, well,
pizza making contest is interesting because I suggested to you to make some pizza kits for the kids. As you notice, the Logan brothers listen to me.
The Logan
they're in a lot of trouble.
Mr. Beast and the Logan brothers.
Yeah. Of course, you heard they're in a lot of trouble from moldy cheese. So anyway, all right. So I don't know where it came up with a pizza contest, but I don't see where you edit it. So I guess you can't edit the breakdown. Oh wait, no. No, I can't edit the breakdown. It's weird. I can go in and I can edit each individual. Bustling street corner. See, this is what we have to look at this, each one of these and make sure it fits what we want. and then what we do is we go along. So can you do me a favor? I have someone knocking at the door. Could you go over the first two for me, please?
Scene 1 and 2.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. You want to read it?
I'll be a second. Oh, yes, please.
Gotcha.
I'll be right back.
All righty. Bear with me here, friends. It's hard to read. Scene 1. Introducing Pizza Panda and Slice. A bustling street corner features a quaint downtown pizza shop with a charming facade painted in warm pastel colors. The shop is a vibrant awning and a smell of outdoor and a small outdoor seating. Pizza Panda stands next to Slice, who is bouncing at this point and addressing the camera. Behind them, a small pizza shop is visible, giving a quaint downtown vibe. Pizza Panda introduces himself and Slice, setting the stage for their adventure. Voiceover. Hey there, I'm Pizza Panda, and this is my buddy Slice. Scene 2. Slice's introduction. A bustling street corner features a quaint downtown pizza shop. June, 10 a.m.
Okay.
Bright natural sunlight.
Do we really need all that? Okay.
Creating a warm,
inviting
atmosphere with an analog color scheme of soft. A close-up shot of Slice revealing its vibrant vibrant toppings and cartoonish.
Okay.
Slice greets the audience with enthusiasm. Voice, hiya! I like that. I like the hiya.
By the way, just to shout out, Pi, my friend, wrote this with some of my suggestions, and I sent this script over to James, and we were happy.
It's pretty awesome.
So you want me to take over for a bit? A bustling street corner features a quaint downtown pizza shop. Again, we're at the time, sunlight, a medium of Pizza Panda. As he enthusiastically invites the viewers to join him on an adventure, he gestures towards the pizza shop, emphasizing their mission. Voiceover. Join us as we embark on wild adventures to find the best pizza around. Now, you know what's funny is I also asked Pi, because I'm going to be straight up. At my age, I love having fun and hobbies, but James is a very busy man, and we got lots of experimentation and fun to do. But I'd also like to see if this could be something that helps us with our endeavors and actually bring your idea to life, because you were actually working on a television show at the time that kind of went south because of the pandemic. And I'd like to see something happen from this. So I reached out to Pi and I said, trending wise, since Dave Portnoy had kind of already ruled the market for tasting pizza, is this something that's even going to matter in this new gen? Because did you see that one video that I sent you where this is actually a good time for new creators?
Yeah, I did. You sent the one you sent yesterday.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. So what it basically says is pick something, focus on that, and because social and everything's changing more towards the algorithm giving you a choice within what your interests are, instead of like, hell, my YouTube channel is I just throw everything I'm interested out, and if I happen to have an audience, they either watch it or don't. But recently I had a gentleman suggest to me, since I have some great how-tos on my video or my channel, that unfortunately, since my highest rated one is a pellet ballistics test, pellet ballistics people don't care about my short stories, which is why I'm not getting as much click through, because the people that it's being suggested to don't care. So that's where I reached out, and Pi said, actually, there's a wide open market for what's the best pizza, especially since, and I've said this numerous times for multiple things, we live in a town that's very rare. We live in a town that people from around the world visit. And, you know, I'm what, New York, LA. That's about the other ones that people come to from other countries as well as all over the United States. And because Disney, SeaWorld, at Tampa, you got Busch Gardens, Daytona's famous beaches, and the story goes on. And of course, the Space Center. You know what's going to be weird? I wonder if in his, and the only political thing I'm going to go, and this is because of where I live, do you think maybe that Trump is going to like give NASA to Elon?
I mean, Elon's doing like 80% of his 90% of his stuff down there. So,
well, I will say that bringing X in did actually remade the space agency perk up. So that was one positive. So it'll just be weird. I mean, it's
well, I remember, you know, like
Elon's NASA.
Well, I feel like a few months ago, it was like every other day I was watching the rockets go off. I could see, you know, like.
Yeah, but unfortunately, if you also follow somebody that I follow, Thunderfoot, he kind of outs a lot of this. Like the rocket landing back was something that we developed in the 80s. But because of all the overhead, and actually I think it's because of the fear of the agency, I don't know whether they were afraid of getting sued or, but all the overhead, and, you know, like every time a rocket blows up, you know, the world ends for NASA. So, and they go through all these committee meetings and all this kind of stuff. So I guess they just didn't follow through with it because statistically there's more chance of loss than there is whatever. And the catching thing, that's something that he was supposed to have achieved a couple of years ago. So anyway, rabbit holes. Oh, anyway, so are you reading what sounds like? Okay, so we got one more. Bustling street again, the two where Pizza Panda stands next to Slice, who is upright and poised. I said that because I didn't want it. It tends to take you very literal. So if I just say he's standing next to Slice, I was afraid it was going to take it too literal and leave Slice laying flat on the ground, like
as a flat piece of pizza, like
like a dead fish. Yeah, I was like, I didn't know how to, so we'll see what happens there. And then they both. Okay, it does add my two shots, and it didn't add my singles. That's very interesting. It added the two shots, but okay, close up of pizza, medium shot of Panda. I tried to break it up a little bit so cinematically it wasn't just two shot, one shot, two shot, one shot. You know, it actually utilized some of the wonderfulness. Now, okay, this is a writing change that's suggested by Grammarly. Sometimes I listen to this because that's where I've kind of tried to utilize not just one but everything. Pizza Panda stands next to Slice, who bounces on its point and addresses the camera. Behind them, a small pizza shop is visible, as opposed to Pizza Panda stands next to Slice, who is bouncing on its point. Okay, sounds like the suggestion is similar, but just. He uses words like quaint. Let's go with it. All right, so sign off. You agree?
I think it sounds great, bud.
Awesome. Okay. Start. That's weird. I didn't see a place where we chose music. Maybe that's after it's created its effect. All right. There's your Pixar look.
Wow.
We'll see. Don't say wow yet.
Wild.
Well, you know what? I tried to pick quaint because since I love Kissimmee's downtown and
Mhm.
like the downtown, like where you're the slice. See, they agreed with me that it was weird to have him bouncing on his point, but okay, he's got little feet and everything. All right, all right. Well, it looks like we've decided to flip slice upside down, which, hey, I could see that happening to us. Scene sound. Now, okay, yeah, see, this is what happened to me on the other time. I didn't see where we could add music, but I mean, obviously, since I'm, I also have editing, I do that myself, but I do know that it does
Oh, there's slice.
offer.
There's slice standing up.
There's slice vertical now.
There,
All right,
there.
that's going to be a little weird. I wonder, do we go with it and see? It's kind of, I mean, it's animation, so I mean, is there a rule?
There are no rules. There are no
Yeah,
rules.
right. And who is this? Okay, who is this? A chef hat. Oh, Pizza Panda and a chef hat over his head, I guess. And now he's back upside. Now he looks completely different.
I was gonna say that one. Yeah, he looks different in that one.
Okay, I wonder how to. Now, see, this is what I don't know. Can you regen? Yes. All right, so let's just try regenerating and see what it does, because I'm thinking this is probably what's going to fix us. They're standing in the middle of the street. Okay, that kind of fixes it. But now Panda's different.
Mm.
God, I wanted. Let's try regenerating again, just to see what happens. Now watch, we'll get it all screwed up. Wait a minute. It shouldn't end on a shot of slice. It should end on a shot of the two of them. I just realized that. Oh, it was. Never mind. I'm stupid. What?
Oh no, there's two Panda.
Oh, I want to go back. I want to go back. Let's see if we can. No. How do we go back? Ah! All right. Well, I guess we're stuck in regen. That's a shame. There should be a back button.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, you know what? This is all new.
Oh,
so,
yeah, totally.
And actually, I didn't tell you, or I don't know if I did tell you, but that in video, it's now offering generating. All right. Well, you know what? There you go.
Yeah, that's
closer. Let's see if we can flip. God, I'm afraid to touch it. Nah, don't be afraid to experiment.
This is experiment.
I know. I take. Well, see, it's really funny when a friend of mine a long time ago, when I was trying to learn how when I was trying to learn how to edit, he was like, "Okay, practice on something that doesn't matter to you." Unfortunately, I'm the kind of person that if it doesn't matter to me, I don't put anything into it.
It all matters. I see what you're saying.
Right. So I was like, I'm always trying to do something that matters to me. So, okay, now we've gone on a really bad thing here.
We're going the wrong direction there.
Yeah, we are. What was that? Auto generate motion. Oh. He's in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's the only one that doesn't have him in the upright. No, that one's upside down.
Oh, there's two more.
But that's the one we fixed from before, so. Damn it. Well, I'm sure there is. There we go.
Okay, cool. There we go.
There we go. All right, so I don't know why suddenly there's a pizza there. It's okay. Why not? Oh, this one we missed.
And say that a panda wearing a sliced,
That one don't work.
costume.
Suddenly, Panda turned into a pizza panda. I think the scene sound is where I was talking about. We could put in like whimsical music.
Gotcha.
And then we add effects to the individual ones. I think. There we go. That's better.
Super.
Did you see it? That's the frame we just changed.
Yep.
High angle, is it? All right, let's see if
And
we
that's,
get,
and that's the last
see
one.
if we get homie flipped this time. No, that is one we didn't pay attention to. All right, so that's how it ends. Pizza, yeah, okay, good, okay, yeah. I mean, he changes size a little here. So I don't understand that. Well, it seems like it would hold. There we go. It holds on. It seems like it would hold on to a continuity of its own character. That's one thing that AI is having problems with, is carrying through with continuity of character. If you even noticed in mine, he changed a few times. Hell, that one, all I asked was for it to change to a wide overhead shot, and he went to a dude with long hair and a jacket. It was like, why? You know. So let's preview this, huh?
Let's do it.
Oh, we forgot to put in our sounds. Stop. So let's. Soft, whimsical background music.
Yeah.
Help me with whimsical.
WI.
I got it.
Yeah.
It's called spell check.
maybe soft whimsical piano music.
Piano. You want specifically piano?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I was kind of thinking like a.
Go ahead.
No. I think I was kind of thinking like a.
This is a speaking.
Now let's do soft whimsical. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm
assuming I need to put it in every one. So what'd you have for lunch?
Well, I had some leftover pizza for breakfast this morning.
Perfect.
And I have
some. Now that's a little inside radio joke that like means dead air's bad. Speak while I'm doing something.
I got you. I was watching you type in the. I got you. No pizza. A lot of pizza.
And you went to Tallahassee yesterday. Was that to go look at some lights or something? Because you said something about you were in Christmas magic or Christmas mode. You're going to Tallahassee, and I was like, "Wait,
no.
Does the government throw a Christmas show?"
No, my fiance had some friends out there, so we went out there. The Christmas lights are coming up here. And I said we're setting up for Christmas. So.
Okay, I was like, I'm setting up for Christmas. I'm going to Tallahassee tomorrow. I'm like, Jesus, is that where they keep the trees now?
Special trees only grown outside of FSU. They're very expensive.
Exactly. Does small downtown traffic sound? Oh, here you go. Okay, see if it has it in its list, it does a drop. Heavy traffic. No. Does it have to be heavy traffic? Okay, let's see if I can put in L on light traffic.
Light traffic
wants heavy traffic.
I was gonna say, who wants heavy traffic?
Background. It's not doing any of the sounds it says it is. That was supposed to be small downtown area, Main Street, heavy traffic, emergency sirens.
I hear that.
I don't hear anything.
It could either be traffic or the beach.
I'll go with that one, I guess. Now, I don't know whether I have to put that in every. I guess I guess so. Hint, hint.
Gotcha. No, I mean, it sounded, you could probably hear it better on your end, but it kind of sounded like the beach, kind of maybe traffic going on, but I don't know.
It had background sound, and that what I wanted is something that just wasn't dead
silence.
Like what I was joking about.
Yeah.
Because anybody who doesn't know this, people tend to notice things when they're not there more than if they don't like them.
Gotcha.
And when it's not there and it bothers you psychologically, you don't know what to think. So the first thing you say is, I didn't like the way it looked. And it is the most hilarious thing that, and this was like a class I took, and the guy was like, hey, while you're there, make sure you get sounds like a tapping pencil if the guy's got a tapping pencil. Whoops. Screwed that up.
No, but just so there's something there too. I gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it's not there, first thing they go is, I just didn't like, I don't know, something, I didn't like it.
It's like back in my radio days, the dead air. They talked to us. We learned about that back in college. And I know they have something terrestrial radio today. Like, I had a buddy that worked in it, said if there was like something, if it was detected like 7 seconds of nothing,
yeah,
something would kick in, like, you know,
really,
like a default sound or like default music or. Yeah.
Probably go to a break. All right, here we go. Generating a preview.
All right. Blind reaction.
We'll see how this goes in 34 seconds. So it's right within the time that we wanted. And we'll go full screen so we can watch it like people.
Hey there, I'm Pizza Panda, and this is my buddy Slice. Hiya! Join us as we embark on wild adventures to find the best pizza around. And if you're curious about how I became Pizza Panda, check out my Amazon listing and book. Trust us, it's a juicy story.
That was weird. Now there's your piano. Interesting.
I think it's pretty awesome.
Well, we want to go in. Oh, okay. I think shot editor. There it is. There's a place where you tell it to lip sync. And I don't see it right now because, of course, character. There we go. Here we go. Character dialogue. Well, there is dialogue going on there, though. Okay. Well, there's no character in the shot, though. So go back to storyboard. And we go to this and shot editor. There we go. Okay, now.
Definitely.
Character. Yes, sir?
I definitely feel how that's captured Slice and Panda too. Like, I love the animation.
How weird. I can't turn on lip sync. Huh. Because you saw in mine I had lip sync. But it doesn't put the character's dialogue in there.
Huh.
Well, that's interesting, and it's something I'm going to have to dig into a little deeper to see how we can make that become. But as we preview it one more time, just for fun, I want to thank you for joining me for this little extravaganza that we had here. And
thank you. Thank you, Tom. This was awesome. This is like to see like these ideas that, you know, it's just on paper, and you know, a few years ago it was just a thought. You know, this is amazing, and I couldn't do it without you.
Well, I appreciate that, man. And
Hey there,
let's play it one more
I'm Pizza
time
Panda,
just to see
and
what
this
we
is my
think.
buddy Slice. Hiya! Join us as we embark on wild adventures to find the best pizza around. And if you're curious about how I became Pizza Panda, check out my Amazon listing and book. Trust us, it's a juicy story.
That's weird how it loses the dialogue there.
Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Like, and I love the last picture though. That's pretty. The pizza.
Yeah. Well, now that is one thing that in the class they showed. Here in Share, what I can do is, if you see right here, I can actually download it as an open edit package. Now, what that means is, see, so it actually comes down as a zip file with all the independent things in it. So in other words, to explain it to you and somebody that may not understand editing, what that does is that gives it doesn't oh, I'm trying to think of the damn name right now, and it's dropping. It's completely old age. Anyway, what it does is it keeps it separated for editing. Now,
Gotcha.
if it does it here, it renders it. Thank you.
Render. Yeah.
It renders
I didn't know it either.
together, so therefore blending the sound, the video together. Now you can still drop it in a timeline, find your places, cut it, and adjust it as you've seen in my other videos. But in this case, you actually, and see, it actually tells me I have 18 static shots that I should generate video for. Now, I told it to do this once before. Oh, whoa, it is doing it this time. So if you want to bear with me, now that's cool. Okay, see what it's doing here, James? You see the circles?
Mm-hmm.
What it is doing is it told me that all of these shots are stills.
Okay.
Now, what I was worried about was the lip sync. I wasn't worried about the movement in the shots.
Okay.
And that might have been where I screwed up, because you see, when I generated my own, I was worried about the movement. Because in all honesty, I tried to get the damn meteor to hit the ground next to him, knock him on his ass, and then it apologized for hitting him. You saw the video. It showed several shots of the crater. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I can never get it to do exactly what. That's why when you started the video with, "Oh, you're great at this," no, I'm not. I'm learning. I'm just learning a foot ahead of you. That's about it. Because in all honesty, like what you should be playing with is Canva or Canva. Yeah, Canva.
Is that the art?
It's everything. You can edit videos, you can do artwork, you can do web pages. It's everything. It is so deep that I'm overwhelmed when I just open it. Anyway, so here we go. We've added motion.
Hey there, I'm Pizza Panda, and this is my buddy Slice. Hiya! Join us as we embark on wild adventures to find the best pizza around. And if you're curious about how I became Pizza Panda, check out my Amazon listing and book.
Oh!
Trust us, it's a juicy story.
That shouldn't be there. What the hell? That's a different program trying to get in. That's Monica.
I'm going dark here. My battery. Hold on.
You're going dark.
No, the screen went. Can you still see me okay? It doesn't affect.
Yeah, I see you fine.
Yeah, that was a little different. Like there was some weird blips.
There are some weirdnesses that we'll have to go in and play with,
Yeah.
but that means that's a great time to end this one and plan for the next one. So, James, I am going to thank you very much for joining us here. Let's get back to you and me. All right, man. Hey, thanks for jumping on this and having some time because, you know, you got a lot of stuff going on, and I appreciate your time.
Well, I appreciate you, Tom, and thanks for believing in Panda and myself, and that we get to do fun stuff like this. And hopefully this is the first of many. Absolutely.
All right, man. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody and to you, but no hang up. And join us for the next one. Bye for now.